novamusic.com.
Hi, I'm Scott Tibbs. I'm here at Nova Musik, and we're going to take a look at the FA-08 Workstation. So let's take a look at some of the features of the FA-08. Totally new and intuitive design. It's lightweight, both in 61 and 88 note versions. The 61 note version is a synth action. The 88 is a weighted action borrowed from our RD300NX. It's lightweight, but it's really powerful and it feels incredible. There's over 2,000 sounds from the amazing Integra 7, 16-track sequencer, a sampler, it's USB audio and MIDI interface, arpeggiator, chord memories, and rhythm patterns. There's a seamless workflow and DAW integration. It's very, very cool as a controller. It only takes 9 seconds to power up, so you can get to work right away. It's a tremendous value for your money. Of course, flexibility in sound control and contour. You can use any one of the 128 preset arpeggiation patterns, or you can even create your own and import that. There's incredible synth string sounds borrowed from the Jupiter 8. Filters work incredible. Now there's also a new feature here called TFX. And what that is that allows you to have global effects control over anything that's playing from the keys at that time. So whether it's the keys playing the synth sound or it's the pads, you have all these different effects over that you can have control over. So I'm going to go and put a little slicer effect over. And of course, that all syncs to the clock. So that's a very, very nice feature. Now, there's also a lot of LFO-based sounds. And again, if I use the TFX, maybe I'll put like a phaser on top of this. Tremolo pan. And then if I wanted to use this same effect, like maybe this phaser over this, the phaser is also going to be over the pads that I play. So I got a nice phaser on the drums. Very, very cool feature. Very nice for like DJ type effects and also performance effects. Now there's also a lot of very, very cool drum kits. Classic hip hop. Also 909 and 808 kits. Very cool electro kits. And some effects type kits. So A lot of different approaches you can have with all the drum kits. Very, very flexible. Again, with the sounds, supernatural sounds. So it has supernatural behavior in the acoustic sounds, the synth sounds, the drum kits, and the PCM stuff. It's very, very useful, and it's very well-rounded. So any types of music, it's great. The sampler section is a very capable SP404 SX style sampler with a lot of flexibility and real-time performance possibilities. All of the samples, there's 16 banks of 16 pads. Those are all stored onto an SD card and can be played back immediately. There's no loading time. Now, the pads can be used for a lot of different things. They can be used for numeric entry, for muting parts in the sequence, for, of course, triggering samples, a lot of different things. You can also use the pads to control outboard applications like MainStage. Now, there's full onboard editing for all MIDI and audio, so this is all featured in the FA. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play a little bit of an example here, and I'm going to kind of jam with it. Okay, let's take a look at some of the tools that we have for instant composition. For instance, the arpeggiator. I could take a sound like this. It's very cool. Apply the arpeggiator and use any of the 128 presets or your own. Very, very useful. Also, the chord memories. Now, I can call up a very nice electric piano sound like this. But what if I don't know how to play chords that well, and I could just go to the chord memory, and I can choose any style, one of the many styles, and I can pick whatever key I want it to be in, and I can just basically play with one finger. Now I can turn the rolled chord function on or off, turn it back on. So if I was playing more ballads and more smooth, and I could have that roll function go up or down. Very, very useful. Now, let's go into the rhythm patterns. Now, same thing. If I can play all of the rhythm patterns by hand, then that's great. But if I can't, I have all of these different genres that I can go in and choose from. And then I just simply call up my drum kit and start playing away. Again, it's instant music, and it's a great way to get started and get your music going. Now, with the 16-track sequencer, you can get your ideas down quick and dirty. So we're just going to go in and start the sequencer. I'm going to do just a 4-bar loop. I'm going to put input quantize on, and I'm going to set this to 1/8 notes, so it's going to fix me whatever I do, and I'm just going to start. 2, 3, 4. Now, I can rehearse anything if I want. Okay, I like that. 2, 3, 4. I like it. Now I'm going to go to the other parts. Maybe I rehearse a synth bass. I like that. 2, 3, and. Maybe adjust. It's a piano part. Like that, so I can erase it. Just push down the section that I played and it's gone. That I like. Strings. Now, once I get the track sounding the way I like it, I can easily go in and go to the mixer screen and now just start mixing it down. Now the integration doesn't stop here. I can go right into the song utility and I can now export these stems as either a stereo mix or multitrack of all of the MIDI tracks. So I can have independent stems of everything. So if I select this and I execute, now it's going to bounce all my stems individually. And then I would take these into my DAW and then further tweak, add other instruments to it. And then when I finally get it all finished, I take it back in for live performance. So that's very, very cool, very slick and very easy. As you can see and hear, the FA-08 is an incredible addition to any studio or any live rig. I'm Scott Tibbs from Roland, and I'm here at Nova Musik. Thanks a lot.